draft took place and a prank call was put into Shedeur Sanders. Now, did this man that you see on your screen take responsibility for the call, for his involvement? We're going to talk about the punishment that should be held out for those that were involved right after this. Stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. All right, for those of you who do not know this man on the screen, you will after today. His name is Jeff Albrecht, and his son's name is Jax Albrecht, and they were involved in the prank. Both of them involved to different degrees. Let's talk about if they took responsibility for what took place over the weekend. Now, we all know that it was a very hard weekend for Shedeur Sanders, and we're going to talk about that today because what took place with Shedeur was, firsthand collusion by the NFL owners. Don't you think? Or do you disagree? I do want to hear from you. But him falling in the draft to nearly 144 is ridiculous, especially with the quarterbacks that were drafted before him, the relationships and everything that he did prior to this. It was certainly a message that they were sending prior. But before we get into that, let's talk about the prank call. The prank call was made by this gentleman's son. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he is the defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go ahead and read a little bit of the article. Shedeur Sanders was pranked by the son of an Atlanta Falcon coach during the draft. The 21-year-old son of the Atlanta Falcon defensive coordinator pranked NFL hopeful Shedeur Sanders to say he had been drafted during his stunning fall from a top prospect to fifth-round selection. Jax Albrecht, whose dad, Jeff, works for the Falcons, called Sanders on Friday night and claimed to be a New Orleans Saints general manager, Mickey Loomis, telling Sanders he had been drafted. Can you believe that? The younger Albrecht saw Sanders' contact info on his dad's iPad and wrote it down, intending to deceive the Colorado University's quarterback. The Atlanta Falcons said in a statement Sunday, Jeff Albrecht did not know about his son's plan. The team said, of course, I didn't expect that he did. However, I want to know, is he taking responsibility for what took place? I mean, we all have jobs, right? And when you're on jobs, you have clients' sensitive information, you have data. We all go through policy information, right? Where they don't want you to open certain emails, right? Like pirate emails where they can jump into your system, much less the same. How are their contact information readily available for people to obviously steal? And who else has this information if he's able to get it? All right. The Atlanta Falcons do not condone this behavior and send our sincere apologies to Shedeur Sanders and his family.